checkpoint, it stimulates the cyclin D4, 6. Then cyclin D4, 6 phosphorylate the target protein. Then move the cell from G1 to S phase. Then in S phase there is no any damage. The cell move from S phase to G2 by a specific type of cyclin E and CDK2. So first of all, we are learning the specific regulators in different phase. First G1 phase, cyclin D, CDK4, 6 regulators is there. In S phase, cyclin E, CDK2 regulators is there. In G2, cyclin A, CDK1 regulators is there. In mitotic phase, cyclin B, CDK1 regulators are. So every phase having one type of the regulator. These regulators are combined of the cyclin and CDK. In G1 phase, cyclin D and CDK4, 6. In S phase, cyclin E, CDK2. In A phase, in G2 phase, cyclin A and CDK1. In M phase or mitotic phase, cyclin B and CDK1. These are the regulators. What is the role of the regulators? It moves cell from one phase to another phase. The checkpoint function is to check the cell either good condition or bad condition. But regulator functions is it moves the cell from one phase to the another phase. It moves the cell from one phase to another phase. Suppose in G1 phase, G1 checkpoint check the DNA. If no DNA damage condition in the G1 phase, then the G1 checkpoint send the signals to the cyclin D and 4, 6. Cyclin D 4, 6 phosphorylate the target protein, then move the cell from G1 to S phase. Or if in the G1 checkpoint check the any DNA damage in the G1 phase, then stop the cell at the G1 phase. Then it sends the signal. Suppose ATR, it stimulates the CHK1, then it stimulates the P53 stimulates the P21 break down the dissociate the cyclin D and 4, 6. So there is no, whenever the breakdown of the cyclin D 4, 6, there is no movement of the cell from G1 to S phase. G1 to S phase. So at that time, the damaged DNA it's sent to the repair mechanism. Repair mechanisms are the different type of repair mechanism: mismatch repair, base excision repair, nucleotide repair, direct repair, recombination repair. So different type of the repair mechanism is there. In the repair mechanism, DNA is repaired. Then when immediately P53 levels are the decreased condition, then cyclin D 4, 6 activated, then cell is transferred from G1 to S phase. Checkpoint check the cell cycle. Regulator it moves the cell from G1 to the one phase to the another phase. So in the G1 phase, what are the regulator? Cyclin D 4, 6. In S phase, what are the regulator? Cyclin E and CDK2. So in the G1, cyclin D 4, 6 is there. In S1, cyclin E and CDK2 is present. This regulator role is the S phase regulator role is it involved in the DNA replication initiation process. So in replication process, there are different type of the enzymes is there, and also before the DNA replication initiation process is there. The initiation process requiring the licensing factor containing the CDT1, CDC6 and also MCM2 to 7, CDT1, CDC6 along with the MCM2 to 7. These are the complex of the licensing factor of the DNA replication. These licensing factors are adding into the DNA initiation process by the stimulation of cyclin E and CDK2. Then after replication, cell move from S phase to G2 phase. S phase to G2 phase. In the G2 phase and also mitotic phase, one main regulator is there. Actually, in the G2 phase, cyclin A and CDK1 is there, but sometimes these are the hidden condition. This function is contributed by these functions also activated. These functions also contributed by the another checkpoint, another regulator, that is called cyclin B CDK1. Cyclin B. So cyclin B CDK1 it function in the G2 phase and also mitotic phase. Cyclin B CDK1 it function the G2 phase and mitotic phase. In the G2 phase, so before it coming to the prophase condition, this cyclin B CDK1 first it involved into the chromosome condensation. Cyclin B CDK1 regulator, the first function is it involved in the chromosome condensation. Actually, chromosome, what is the condensation? Thin, long-sized chromatin is converted into thick, small-sized chromatin. Thin, long-sized chromatin is converted into thick, small-sized chromatin. This is the condensation. This condensation process contributed by cyclin B CDK1. In the chromatin, some condensing proteins is there. These condensing proteins break down by the cyclin B CDK1. Then chromosome condensation is occurring. Second function of the cyclin B CDK1 is the nuclear envelope, and nuclear envelope is the dissociation. Nuclear envelope is the dissociation. So in the nuclear membrane, it is formed by the nuclear laminas. The cyclin B CDK1 it acting under the nuclear lamina, then break down the nuclear lamina, then disappearance of the nuclear membrane. Disappearance of the nuclear membrane. And also this cyclin B CDK1 also it is involved into the separation of the chromosomes in the anaphase. Separation of the chromosomes to the polar region in the anaphase. These functions also catalyzed by cyclin B and CDK1. Cyclin B CDK1. So cyclin B CDK1 it activates the anaphase promoting complex. Anaphase promoting complex it dissociates the securin separase complex. Actually, securin separase complex is presenting. This complex is mixed complex. The separase activity is inhibited by securin. So, cyclin B CDK1 it stimulates the anaphase promoting factor. Anaphase promoting factor it dissociates the securin and separase. Securin and separase. Separase it cleaves the cohesin protein. Cohesin protein in the centromere of the chromosomes. This cohesin it binds the two chromatids. So separase it cleaves the cohesin between the chromosomes. Whenever the breakdown of the cohesin by the separase, the chromatids are separated. These chromatids are pulling by the spindle fibers to the two opposite poles. So cyclin B function it is involved in the breakdown of the nuclear membrane, and also it is involved in the condensation of the chromosome, and also separation of the chromatid to different polar side by cleaving of the cohesin. These functions also catalyzed by the cyclin B and CDK1. These are the functions in the cyclin B CDK1. So regulators are the G1 phase regulators is there, S phase regulator is there, A phase regulator is there, mitotic regulator is there. But mainly G1 phase regulator and mitotic phase regulator mainly involved in the cell cycle regulation. If in G1 checkpoint, check the cell, if any no damage the cell, the cell move to the G1 to S by cyclin B, cyclin D and 4,6. Then S to G2 it sent by the cyclin E and CDK2. Then G2 to it send the cell from G2 to M, cyclin A and CDK1. Then in a M checkpoint, some functions is occurring that is caused by the cyclin B and CDK1, These are chromosome condensation occur and the nuclear envelope is disappear and chromatids are separated to polar region caused by the cyclin B and CDK. So these cyclins and CDK1s are the, if cyclin D CDK1 as a cyclin D CDK 4,6, the quantity is high in the G1 phase. Cyclin E and CDK2, the quantity is high in the S phase. Cyclin A and CDK1, the quantity is high in the G2 phase. Cyclin B and CDK1, the quantity is high in the M phase. So the cell moving from one phase to another phase, checkpoints and cell regulators are the main regulators are cyclin and cyclin dependent kinases. This is the overview of the cell cycle regulations. Okay. So next third one, cell junctions. So actually our body is made up of the cells. Nearly our body containing 10 to the power of 11 cells are present. These cells formed into tissues formed into organs are formed into organ systems are formed into total body. So our body organs or tissues are formed by cells. In this tissue formation, the many cells are presenting. So these many cells, for receiving the signal from one cell to another cell, or for strengthening of the cell, for stopping of the any toxin substances, any leakages purpose, cell developed the different type of the junctions. The first one, gap junction. So this gap junction also known as communication junction. This junction is formed between two adjacent or two neighboring cells. This is the one cell. Between these two cells, one bridge-like structure is formed, that is called gap junction. What is the use of this gap junction? To send signal from one cell to another cell. So any information or any molecules, any simple molecules or hydrophilic molecules, these molecules moving from one cell to another cell by the gap junctions. So gap junctions are the communicating junction. These junctions are formed between the two neighboring cells. So these junctions mainly used for transfer of the ions, transfer of the molecules, simple molecules from one cell to another cell. How to form these gap junctions? Actually, gap junctions formed by two transmembrane proteins. Gap junctions are formed by the connexons. These connexons containing connexins. One cell having the one connexins, another cell having the one connexins. Connexins containing six connexins. Six connexins. This cell having six connexins. This cell having six connexins. These six connexins form connexon. This is one connexon. This is one connexon. These connexons are linked to each other. So gap junctions are formed by two connexons. Every connexon containing six connexins. Six connexins. So gap junctions are formed by the two connexons. Every connexon containing six connexins. Six connexins. So this is the gap junction. Gap junctions are formed between the neighboring cell. The junction, it is mainly useful for sending of the sending of the molecules, ions and the small molecules from one cell to another cell. Suppose in heart, sinoarterial node is there. SCN node and AV node is there. SCN node and AV node is there. SCN node, it sends the impulses. These SCN node impulses carry from SCN node to AV node to bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. Total heart muscle cells all received the nerve impulses from SCN node to AV node to bundle of His then Purkinje fibers. Total. In this direction, the molecules, ions and electron nerve impulses also transferred from one cell to another cell through the gap junctions. Next, tight junctions. Next one, tight junctions. So tight junctions are, this is the also known as occluding junctions. So these two cells are tightly packing by the tight junction. Two cells, there is no any gap, there is no any space, tightly binded or tightly stitching by the tight junctions. So there is this tight junction mainly useful for prevention of leakage of ions and molecules. There is no flowing, there is no transfer of the molecule from one cell to another cell. The prevention of flowing of the molecules, flowing of the ions by tight junctions. Suppose these tight junctions are made up of occluding, claudine and jam. Occluding, claudine and jam. This occluding, claudine, jam, it bind to the zona macula. Then zona macula bind to the actin filaments. So tight junctions are made up of occluding, claudine and jam. This occluding, claudine, jam bind to the zona macula. The zona macula bind to the actin filaments. This is the tight junction. Tight junction, it is presenting in the between two cells. It is presenting two cells are the tightly packed. There is no moving of the any molecules, ions. It completely prevent the transfer of the molecule by the tight junction. These tight junctions are made up of occluding, claudine and jam linked to the zona macula. Zona macula linked to the actin filaments. This is the tight junction. Next one, desmosomes. Next one, desmosomes. This is the one type of the Catherine junction. This is the one type of Catherine junction. Here, this junction also made by this junction also linked to the two different cells. This is the one junction or bridge-like structure. This is one cell. This is one cell. Between this cell, one junction or bridge is formed. This bridge is formed by the Catherine-like type of the proteins. The Catherines are made up of desmoglin, desmocholine, desmocolins. Inside the cell, these Catherines are bind to the one plaque-like structure. Plaque-like structure. One plaque-like structure. Then inside the plaque-like structure, intermediate filaments is present. Intermediate filaments is presenting. In this intermediate filaments containing further another type of the protein, that is the desmoplakin, and placoglobin. So between the plaque and intermediate filament, some special type of the proteins is there. Desmoplakin, placoglobin. In Catherine, between the two cells, Catherine type of the proteins is there. These Catherine type of the proteins are made up of desmoglin, desmocolin. So desmoglin, desmocolin presenting in the Catherine. Desmoplakin, placoglobin presenting in the between the plaque and intermediate filaments. So what is the use of desmosomes? Desmosomes are useful for the signaling process and it gives the strength to the cell. One, signaling process, and also it gives the strength to the cell and it gives the stability to the cell, and some of the cell proliferation, cell differentiation process also need by the desmosomes. Next, last one, hemidesmosomes. Hemidesmosomes, actually all cell junctions are formed by the cell to cell contact. This is one cell, this is one cell. These two cells are linked by the junctions, tight junctions, gap junctions, desmosomes. But hemidesmosomes linked by the cell and basal lamina. The cells are presenting in the basal lamina. This is the lamina, this is the cell. Between this cell and lamina, these junctions are hemidesmata. Hemidesmata mainly made up of the integrin proteins.